Hi Virgo, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your March 2026 messages, and it's going to be for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are going to be starting out with our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck, and we have the Cat and Roses. So lots of flattery. Flattery, and I feel that someone this month is going to try to convince you to take better care of yourself and your health. This is, and now if you have been doing this lately, like if you've been taking better care of yourself, you've gotten your health in order, this is them starting to notice that. But if you haven't been doing that, this is someone kind of guiding you and shimmying you into a more healthy space. And so this could be mental health with a psychiatrist, maybe someone saying, you know, you've been struggling for a little while now, you know, maybe it's time to connect with a therapist. This could also be someone just advising you to get help. Maybe you went to a doctor appointment and a doctor is helping you get your health in order. But either way, I feel like this came from an external source. It wasn't really something that you yourself had this epiphany about. There's someone kind of guiding you to the, you know, taking the horse to the water, so to speak. And they are letting you know that it is time. Now, Spirit could also be showing you signs that this is what you need to do for yourself. Reminding you that you are beautiful the way that you are. And this isn't about, you know, I'm getting like physical beauty, but it's more like just radiating in a different light and shining in a different way. And I feel like March is getting you there. For your oracle message, you have awakening genius. So there is an older person depicted on this card. So this could be, again, like I was saying, a parent or grandparent showing you this different perspective on what you can do to be better, a better version of yourself, I'm getting. And this is about having these epiphanies after conversations, right? So again, I don't see necessarily you coming to these conclusions on your own. It's more like someone is making you situationally aware of this thing happening and really wanting and caring, you know, for you to be better in any, whatever the endeavor is, whether this is about you and, you know, your health, or just in general with the direction that your life is going, kind of guiding you into these new ways of being and this new way of life. I feel that is trying to make itself present and make itself known to you. I do want to say, and I don't want to keep talking about health, but what I do want to say is with the cat and the roses, there are, for example, certain plants that are not good for cats because they could be very toxic. And so this is why I feel like I'm leaning a little bit more on the health part of this message, because you just have to be careful what it is that you are putting in your body. You have to be a little bit more mindful of the daily habits that you have that are not quite healthy. So maybe you've developed a drinking or smoking habit recently, and it's probably drinking with the 7 of Cups here, but doesn't have to be. But what I want to say to you, Virgo, is you are picking up a habit, and again, you just didn't quite realize. I mean, maybe I'm the one who's giving you this message here, and it's not necessarily somebody in your life, like in your physical life. Regardless, there is someone telling you and trying to take you into the right direction, because they want better for you, because they care on a level that you probably don't even realize they care about. For your tarot messages, you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Hierophant, and then you have the Four of Wands. So a little bit of disarray, a little bit of confusion, not sure which direction to take, where exactly to get started, how to get the ball rolling. But this wise person entering your life, and it may be a Taurus, entering your life and guiding you and saying, look, I've been where you are, or I see the trajectory of life that you're taking. Why don't we try this, because that's not working? And somebody really working with you to, let's just say, help you improve. Because it's not that, here's the thing. Let me just say, we are all flawed in our own way. We all have things that, no one's perfect. Even if someone comes off to be this way, and this Hierophant in your life, this wise person, they're not perfect either. But it's just that they are perhaps older, and because of that they are wiser, or they're just more experienced, and they really know how to help you navigate. I just saw someone playing a video game, and so it's kind of like that simulation, so to speak. And so they are just saying, look, you can try this, see if that helps you. And they're just kind of guiding you, because essentially with this Four of Wands is there's this working together and this coming together of building a foundation that is going to take you to new heights, that is going to build you. And I'm getting the theme of four for you, where there's this, we are building a foundation. We are not coming. Okay, so I'm going to say by the next earth sign, is that Taurus? Okay, this could be also be Taurus season. So that could be somewhere between April 21st and May 20th, where you really start to shape up and see a bigger difference in your life, where you maybe take the advice and say, okay, I'm going to do this. Or if you start early with taking the advice, you really start to see that change. You start to see these positive shifts happening in your life. And I feel like I'm taking something and I'm moving it. I'm like ushering it into the next pod. Because I feel like you've been a little bit in a bubble lately, and you've been a little bit defensive. But now it's time to put your defenses down. It's time for you to really be open to what it is that you're, the ones that are trying to see you better because they care. And it's not that someone is pushing you to be something that you're not. It's just, I feel like your potential, you've kind of like put it down a little bit, and maybe it's because you've been a little bit lost, and because that potential's been suffocated. Now is where we're going to start to build up this momentum to be bigger, better, greater. And honestly, when you think about that, you are supposed to be bigger and better than yesterday. You are supposed to be bigger and better than you were last year even. So this is just improving overall, and you just need a little bit of encouragement in March, because I'm feeling that there's a little bit of you're just feeling a little bit unmotivated, and things might not be working exactly the way you want them to, but we are slowly coming out of the cave, I just heard, and slowly branching out of your cocoon to then become what? A butterfly. Look at this. The angels say, no need to worry. And your other oracle message is the Grim Reaper, ending and starting over. You see what I mean? So is a fresh start somewhere trying to come through. and you just need a bit of encouragement. We can't always do things on our own all the time. Sometimes we need some sound advice and a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. And that's just where you are right now. And I think that that's totally fine as long as you stay open to the changes and what really is trying to come in for you. So, watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages, and I'll see you next time.